Good afternoon, student. Now, in our previous lecture, we have seen about the conditional or iterative statement. But in previous lecture, we have just seen about the statement. What are the statement and what are the types of statement? Now, in this lecture, we are going to see program or logic development tool. If we are going to solve any program, if we are write any solution for any problem, then first of all we should know what should we do. If in case of taking the example of program, then we should know what are the inputs and how to the process will be done, what are the function will be used in our program in, and how to output will be generated. So that's why now we are going to see about some program or logic development tool. Now see, our first tool is algorithm. अब देखते हैं एल्गोरिदम क्या है. An algorithm is a step by step procedure. Otherwise you can say that an algorithm is a well defined procedure to solve any problem or task or program. That means algorithm is the step by step procedure or well defined procedure to solve any problem or task or program. This is your algorithm, and this is the properties of algorithm. An algorithm must be finite and ordered. That means here 2 points are very important. An algorithm is, first one is must be finite. Finite, that means definite हो. एल्गोरिदम हमारा एक स्टेप के बाद हमारा आउटपुट जनरेट करे. ये नहीं कि एल्गोरिदम हम डिजाइन कर रहे हैं, प्रोग्राम सॉल्व हो रहा है, प्रोग्राम रन हो रहा है, आउटपुट आ ही नहीं रहा, प्रोग्राम इज स्टिल इन योर रनिंग कंडीशन. सो दिस इज नॉट द एल्गोरिदम. दिस इज नॉट अ गुड एल्गोरिदम. अ गुड एल्गोरिदम must be finite and ordered. That means you have to write your step in the sequence of problem solving order. ये नहीं कि आप इनपुट बाद में ले रहे हैं, आउटपुट पहले जनरेट कर देना, या पहले आपने आउटपुट दिखा दिया फिर प्रोसेस जनरेट कर दिया, फिर आपने इनपुट ले रहा है यूजर से, आपने यूजर से इनपुट गेन कर लिया. दिस इज नॉट लाइक दैट. योर एल्गोरिदम मस्ट बी ordered and finite. Now if we are going to see this algorithm with the help of program, now see, here is the program. Write a program to find remainder of two numbers. Now if we write algorithm for this problem, then algorithm will be like, अब इसके लिए हम एल्गोरिदम लिखेंगे. हाउ शुड वी राइट द एल्गोरिदम? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आवर प्रॉब्लम इज फाइंड आउट द remainder of two numbers. Then in step first in first step you have to take the input from the user. Now take input first number, suppose that we have stored this value in A. In second step, again input second number, say it is B. Now in third step, now we are going to divide or find the remainder of two numbers. Now find remainder like A modulus B. In step 4, print the remainder. Suppose that remainder is our third variable. We have taken a remainder as a third variable. Remainder equal to A modulus B. You can take a third variable like C, X, Y, Z, etc. So this is the algorithm. If we want to make this algorithm more detailed, then we can add here one step. We have checked the number is completely divisible or not. If number is completely divisible, then remainder will be 0. Then we are not going to display any remainder. We have just put the message, display the message, your number is completely first number is completely divisible by second number. So this is your algorithm, how to take the remainder of two number. Here you can see, here you can write display, you can write display or print both, display the output or remainder. So this is your, if we add here any step, then you can add after step 3. Here we can check first number, is completely divisible by second number or not, but I have skipped this step because if the number is going to completely divisible by 2, that means if a modulus b equal to 0, then remainder will be 0, then remainder will be 0, because if two numbers are completely divisible, then remainder will be 0. So that's why I have skipped this third a step. So just I have skipped this step in your algorithm. So that's why I have not mentioned that step here. Now our next topic is your flowchart. And flowchart, what is flowchart? A flowchart is a graphical representation to solve any problem, and hence we can say that it is a graphical notation or representation of an algorithm. That means algorithm is all written in the text format, but if we want to represent these steps in the form of graphics with the help of symbols and graphical tools, then this is called your flowchart. Then you can say that flowchart is graphical notation or representation of an algorithm, and flowchart uses some graphical symbols. So see what are the symbols, because if we have represent any problem in graphically, then we have to use some notation or some symbol. First one is your, here see this process, you can see that this is the rectangle like shape. This is used to perform any process. This will use to show any process, function or action. That means this symbol is used to show any process, function और action. अगर कुछ भी कोई डेटा प्रोसेस हो रही है, कहीं कंप्यूटेशन हो रहा है, कैलकुलेशन हो रहा है, एंड कैलकुलेशन में भी ये यूज होता है, कैलकुलेशन शो करने के लिए, कंप्यूटेशन शो करने के लिए भी ये यूज होता है हमारा. सो you can say that this is used to show any process, function computation, so this is computation, or action. Next one is your sub process. Sub process, so pre-written task. You can say pre-written task or any sub part of process, any small part of process. Now next one is your document used to show output in the form of document like letter और एनी डॉक्यूमेंट PDF फाइल आपका हो गया, JPG फाइल हो गया, इस टाइप से अगर कोई इनपुट हम जनरेट कर रहे हैं तो डॉक्यूमेंट सिंबल से उस आउटपुट को डिस्प्ले करेंगे. एंड आर नेक्स्ट सिंबल्स आर डिसीजन यूज टू मेक डिसीजन और टेस्ट द कंडीशन or test the condition. Next one is start and end. So start and end of flowchart. Now data. What is data? Data is used to take input and initialize the take input or data from user. Now you can see that first is our process. Process is used, this symbol is used to show any computational things or calculation, function, process, action. सब प्रोसेस इज द प्री रिटेन टास्क. पहले से ही कोई सब स्मॉल फंक्शन बिजन फंक्शन हो गया या कोई स्मॉल प्रोसेस हो रहा है वहाँ पे, ये हम सब प्रोसेस दिखाएंगे. इट इज डिस्प्लेड बाय सब प्रोसेस. डॉक्यूमेंट इफ वी आर गोइंग टू जनरेट आउटपुट फ्रॉम द यूजर in the form of document, then we have used this symbol like letter format, PDF format, or list. We have generated a list as output, then we can use this symbol. Now our next is decision. This is so that to test the condition, and this is the start the flow and end the flow. Symbol used to show start and end of the flow. This is data is used to take input or output. See, this is used for input or data or output. Now we are going to see next draw flow chart to find the remainder of two numbers. Now we are going to define the flow chart for same algorithm of to finding the remainder of two numbers. Now there are some more symbols are used in algorithm like this is used as the connector. That means if we draw one page to another page, if we are drawing the flowchart and the flowchart is not going to complete on a single page, then if we continue that flowchart from other page, then we have to use this symbol to connect the flowchart. Now see the flowchart for that एग्जाम्पल. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी हैव टू यूज स्टार्ट. हम स्टार्ट कर दिए एंड देन वी हैव taken the input first number. You can see that we have used the data symbol, input second number, then remainder, take a third variable remainder equal to f modulus s, because f is our first number and s is our second number. Now we are going to test the condition, is remainder equal to 0. If s, then display the first number is divisible by the second number. That means first number is completely divisible by second number. If no, then display the first number is not divisible by the second number. Otherwise you can also display the remainder variable. If you want to print the remainder, then you can print the remainder variable. And now in the last we have the stop the process. Now the arrow key is shows the sequence of flow. You can see that show the flow of control of the order of step. So you can understand the flow chart by this example. Now I hope you have understand this algorithm and flow chart, and thank you for watching today.